Cowboy Bebop is a western set in space about a bounty hunter who kicks ass with martial arts. How the hell have I not seen this show before now? I'd like to thank my wonderful patrons Shark, Jamman5 and Soren, as well as Corn Nugget Boy for suggesting Cowboy Bebop for Red Hot Go. If there is another anime you would like me to watch, please let me know in the comments or on the Discord server. Obviously, despite having never seen Cowboy Bebop, I knew the show by reputation, that it was a sci-fi about a bounty hunter, and that it was one of the most popular anime in the West. I was so sure that I would like it that I bought the remastered series on Blu-ray sight unseen, which on reflection was a risky move. I mean, people say that Clannad is good and that show is hot garbage. However, I don't think I'll be regretting this purchase anytime soon. The first thing that stood out to me about this show was its stunning visual storytelling. For example, 2 shots perfectly convey the costly nature of this universe and that our main characters don't have any money. The show communicates this by a shot of the Bebop going through a space gate for context, followed by a toll ticket printing from a device covered in toll tickets, giving the impression that they don't have enough to just pay off the tickets as they get them. Another thing it gets perfect is the environment design. Everything looks dirty and like people have lived here for a long time. Spike's one-person ship has a lot of scratches and dents, suggesting a long history of adventuring. The only clean-looking environment in the entire first 3 episodes is the casino, because that is the only place where being spotless serves an in-universe purpose. I was a little unsure about some of the spoken exposition at first, but I've realised that it's actually more competent than other shows. In our first proper dialogue scene, we learn that Spike is reckless and that they lose their bounties by paying for the damage they do. A lesser show would have Jet simply say, you know, we would have had more money if you weren't so reckless. But this show instead starts the exchange with Spike complaining about a lack of meat in his food. Jet then justifies this with a vague mention of cash flow issues, and when Spike brings up that they just cashed in a bounty, Jet responds by listing all the individual instances of damage Spike caused in pursuit of that bounty that they had to pay for. The first half of episode 1 in particular got me feeling like I was in university again, watching something for the sake of analysis. The show crams so many subtle details into every frame of this 4x3 show that it puts most modern anime to shame. And the fact that bounty hunting is so common that significant bounties are broadcast over an infomercial-like television program just gives the universe a unique flavour. As if the bounty hunting life is as fun to participate in for Spike as it is for us to watch. While the characters aren't quite up to the same quality as the show's visual design, they still get the job done. Spike is cocky, funny, sassy, and kicks ass. Jet doesn't have as much characterization for now, but I still like that he acts like that buddy that fills the group dad role. It's also somewhat refreshing to watch a seemingly episodic show. You could probably watch the episodes in any order and still get the gist of it. And the show doesn't feel the need to reintroduce the characters repeatedly like some great shows have been known to do. It appears that every episode will involve a bounty, and occasionally a new crewmate will join the team. So far the only addition has been a corgi, but that dog is still a more interesting character than most protagonists in modern shows. I don't think it will come as any surprise that I had a fantastic time with Cowboy Bebop. For its incredible visual design, engaging episodic structure, and dashing protagonist, from ice cold to red hot, I gladly give Cowboy Bebop a rating of red hot. I cannot wait to jam with this crew some more. And that is it for this episode of Red Hot Go. I'd like to thank my patrons, Orion Tran, Lars Espen, Data52, Jamman5, Shark, Pixcalibur, Alberto Cruz, Tyler Bennett, Tenka, Jeremy Pashik, Fireclaw, and Soren. If you would like to support this channel further, consider becoming a patron yourself. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.